Good morning and thank you for tuning in. This is Walter Mythgard reporting for GNN, the Gielinor News and Network on Weave's World. In just over 1 month, it will have been 1 year since Ice King Eldric and Fire Queen Branda began their very public domestic dispute. Many adventurers have since gone on to break up their fight to prevent it from becoming violent. Of course, the method they chose was a violent one, but hey, assault by an adventurer beats domestic violence anytime. Sadly, this has been largely unsuccessful, as most of the time, adventurers still need to return to their home in the Asgarnian Ice Dungeon to break up a fight that arises when both of them return home at the same time. Our ground crew was able to get into White Wolf Mountain, the residence of Eldric's mother, the Ice Queen, where Eldric is currently laying low, trying to avoid Branda. Eldric, how are things going between you and Branda?
Thanks, Walt. You can call me Ricky. You guys want a beer or a monster or something? Oh wait, all of these are empty. Anyways, Branda, all she did was bring me down, man. Eldric, you're getting ice everywhere. Eldric, your kingdom is getting too close to mine. Eldric, stop pestering me to make a twin flame staff with you. I have been so much better after I decided to move out. With all that nagging, I've been able to follow my true passion, Slayermon cards. Check it out. Last week, I waited in line all night at the Varrock General Store. Well, okay, I passed out in the Blue Moon Inn, and when I woke up, I saw a line of people, and I just cut right to the front, and I was able to pull a holographic Duke Sucklips. Pretty hot, right? Hey, speaking of babes, Walter, what do you think my chances are of getting a date with Bryophyta? I'd like to get a mossy key in that, am I right, Walter?
Sorry there, Eldric. I don't think that's quite appropriate for us to comment on. Also, our ground crew is telling me that the room you're staying in has an unbearable odor. So, unfortunately, we'll have to cut the interview there.
No, please don't leave! You sure you guys don't want to stay around and, have a drink, throw some darts? Who am I kidding? You're all the same. You come around here and all you want is my staff and my scrolls, and some of you freaks even want to steal my child. You're just like them. You're just like the rest of them. Get out of here. Get out of here!
Right. Sorry about that, folks. Don't worry. Our very own producer, Weave, actually did some legwork for this segment and prepared this video. Please enjoy.
Thanks, Walter. So, as you're playing this after our interview with Eldric, I am curious how our ground crew is going to make it through. I mean, luckily, I was finishing up a Slayer task before I headed out here, and even with my Slayer helmet on, the stench was horrible. I hope the team has the Slayer level for a nose peg. Oh, also, I came out here because he promised if I came over, he would drop me a Deadeye prayer scroll. Spoiler alert. Never got it, even though I need it for my collection log. Instead, he just kept asking what his chances with Bryophyta were. And then, the board game he said we would play, RuneScape Kingdoms Shadow of Elvarg, we never even got it to the table because he didn't read the rules beforehand. I mean, what an amateur! I asked him why not, and he said that he prefers to watch an overview on the RuneTube app, and that there were no RuneTubers who would cover the game. And I looked, and he's right. Man, whoever was responsible for that should have sent us a copy. Well, I mean, between GNN not existing then and our channel being way too small, a boy can dream. Man, I would have loved to cover that game. Before we get back to the Branda interview we have lined up, I want to thank all of you who support this channel by subscribing as well as liking and commenting on each video. Because of you, our videos are shown to more people. Thank you for helping us in that way. That's all I have, Walter. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Weave. Sadly, our ground team's olfactory system is still in shock. In any case, as we alluded to earlier, our ground team was able to schedule an interview with Branda as well. Of all places, she told the team to meet her at the Edgeville dungeon. Branda, thank you for agreeing to come on the show. If you don't mind us asking, what are you doing here of all places?
Sure thing, Toots. This is where my new boy toy Obor lives. You may have heard of him. And I gotta say, it's nice having someone provide for you for once, you know?
Oh, I don't want to get in the middle of you and Eldric's spat. I'm no adventurer after all. So what does Obor do that enables him to provide for you in a way that Eldric couldn't?
Oh, sorry, honey. Obor is just a tool to make Eldric jealous, but Obor's son is such a sweetheart. He streams his adventures on some Comorb app and shares the revenue with his father. I plan to use some of his father's money to get my nails done and maybe even get some magma injections. I know that Frozen Wannabe King will have me back. I just want to make sure he knows what he has the next time he decides to spread ice where there should be lava.
Oh, good for you guys, I guess.
And if that bimbo Briar fighter thinks she has a chance with my man, she's got another thing coming.
Right. Well, thank you for your time, Branda. I feel bad for Obor. She really is taking advantage of him and his son like that. Well, I don't want to pick sides, but as despicable as Eldric is in his current living situation, I almost feel for him. Wait, don't they have kids? Oh my goodness, Bran and Rick are really just being neglected right now. I guess all the other fire and ice giants are still in the area to look after him, but man, these two really need to get their stuff figured out. In any case, folks, this wraps up our coverage today. Thank you so much for your viewership. This has been Walter Mythkite for GNN, signing off.